this. People don't believe that there are hardcore leftist activists that are now teaching our kids. They don't believe it. They think, oh yeah, they have their political opinions, but they don't really believe that. What we just saw in Lehigh, for those of you jumping on, we just saw in Lehigh, Utah, Miss Lee Kenyon, I think her name, teacher for 9 years, by the way. This woman has been a teacher for, I don't know, maybe 7, I don't know, right upward towards 10 years in the state of Utah. Teaching propaganda. I mean, most of these things are propaganda, but this was like a full-on assault. Here you have a teacher in Utah, just spewing her hate for President Donald Trump, saying if any of these kids come in with these variants, they're putting her life. Well, where was your germ diaper, Miss Kenyon? Where was your germ diaper? Because doesn't that work? Why weren't you triple germ diapered over your face? So shaming these kids for bringing in all these variants, telling them that they need to get vaccinated. And the reason why it's not going to stop is if they don't get vaccinated. There's another problem, because that's a lie. Then goes into some hardcore, if you disagree with this, anything with the LGBT, basically making these political threats. So I upload the video on my Rumble channel. It already has like 250,000 views in less than like 12 hours. I upload it. It goes everywhere. The school gets or I guess maybe the superintendent, I don't know, somebody gets contacted in the Alpine School District, and they put her on leave, which they should have done. She should have never been a teacher to begin with, spewing this garbage. And then I get a message last night from a reporter from KSL that says, "Hey, so I'm just wondering, are you from this school district? Essentially, why are you sharing this video?" Oh, well, I share all things Utah. That's not an answer. Oh, it's not an answer. I'm kind of friends with this person, by the way, kind of. And, well, that's not an answer. And so, well, why did you get it and not us? So this is KSL, right? This is the big KSL news. Well, why did you get it and not us? Oh, well, because people don't trust the mainstream media to report the story. In fact, guess what KSL's headline is? Utah teacher on administrative leave for political views. Political views. Says nothing about threatening their students about COVID-19. Says nothing about threatening her students who disagree with climate change. She said in the video, if you disagree with climate change, get the hell out. If you say anything about the LGBT community, I will come after you. I will destroy you. I don't know if she said destroy, but it was something to that tone. And that's how KSL reports it, that for her political views. Could you imagine if a conservative went in there and went off on Obama, or said, if you don't agree with my marriage between a man and a woman, get out. Could you imagine the headlines that would be all over national news right now? But with this, she's on leave for a political statements. That wasn't political. That's what has been able to breed in the state of Utah because of people like Spencer Cox. Oh, by the way, Spencer Cox, why aren't you saying anything about it? Spencer Cox, where is your voice? You're always tweeting on little things. Tweet, 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 tweet. Spencer Cox, you got a pulse on things. What about this? Oh, wait, because this is one of your LGBTQIA activists. And you don't want to say nothing about it. You know why? Because you're a LGBTQIA activist, Spencer Cox. And that, so I hope that this is a lesson learned for the state of Utah, how radical these teachers are. They have infiltrated our school systems. And that's why I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is for if we should have cameras, because I'm on the fence with it. It's like, do you have cameras? So now it's like, it's all these students now. It's like, you know, they pick their nose and now that's all over the place. That would have been me, by the way. And now all of a sudden that's all over the place because people are filming. Or should you just have so I don't know what to think about it. But something needs to happen. Or every single school, we get a parent in there, because that's our rights, our parents' rights. We can actually sit in class. So maybe we put together a schedule and have a parent in every single class. You know, I don't know. I still haven't thought through that one. But it's amazing. The mainstream media. Why did you get the video and not us? It's because nobody trusts you. Mainstream media, you don't report truth. You are part of the problem. You are, like President Trump has said, enemies to the people. That's why. And that's why social media wants to censor people like me. Because when you speak the truth, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Deseret News, KSL, the Tribune, because they're beholden to a little bit higher power. They're beholden to a little bit higher power that tells them what to do. And so that's why they're doing all these censoring. And then in the article, and then in the KSL article, this video was sent to conservative activist Eric Mutzos, who has been against COVID-19 shutdowns from the beginning. Like that's relevant to the story? Like I'm the problem? Look, this is Eric Mutzos' fault that this teacher did this, because we didn't get our hands on this story at the very beginning, and they're pissed off. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. So, I just wanted to do this live to first say thank you to the student. Oh, by the way, if you go to ericmutzos.com, I have the second video if you haven't seen it yet. ericmutzos.com. If you just scroll down to the bottom where the blog is, it says like leftist activist teacher, you know, threaten students. Click that link and then there's a new video. And it was basically talking about male and female. How if this is the same teacher, so this another video emerged. So these students that are doing this, you guys are freaking awesome. Don't ever let a teacher tell you can't film them. In the state of Utah, it is by law, you can record somebody else. Even if they don't know it. You can record them, audio, video. And so these students, good job. There's another one of the same teacher, Miss Lee Kenyon, LGBTQIA activist, saying that there's different genders than just male and female. And if you don't believe that, then your level of biology is less than in 5th grade. And I'm getting reports that this same teacher like transitioned her kid. In my opinion, if you're transitioning your child that's under 18, that's child abuse. If you're doing that to your child, you're pushing your religion on your kids. It's funny, this person was probably probably used to be in a church, and now has changed. And because the way she was saying in that video is that your parents, you're smarter than your parents. Your parents are dumb. They're just dumb. And their beliefs. So basically all she's trying to do is justify her behavior. She's trying to justify why she left what she was once taught. And that's why these teachers do it, because they need to feel justified in their behavior. So misery loves company. That's what this is, especially in Utah, because most of these hardcore activists used to be members of the church, and now they've got to justify their behavior by taking our kids away from it. That's the truth. That's the sad truth. And so she's saying things like your parents are dumb. Really? Now she's out of work, which she should be. And anyone who is like this needs to be out of work. That's why your voice matters. That's why we need to raise our voices. That's why you don't be scared to call these people out. Tell your kids right now. Tell your kids, if your teacher says anything like this, bust out your phone and start recording them. And then we expose it, and then we call the school like it happened, and then they're on leave. That's the only way. Isn't it disgustingly sad that's what we've come to? That we have to watch and be on high alert of what our teachers are saying? That they just can't teach? They got to come in with their propaganda religion. Because that's what it is, the irony. They leave their religion. Now they didn't need to be justified by preaching their own religion. It's its own dogma. It's its own doctrine. And that's why the founders left hundreds of years ago, was because the state and religion had now mixed together, and they were forcing it on the people. And if you don't believe it, we're going to destroy you. And so, ironically, irreligion has become the new state religion, meaning no religion is the religion. You can't talk about God. You can't talk about this. And in fact, we're going to push our religion onto you. We're going to push all of our agenda onto you, which is its own religion. People don't understand that. It's its own religion. And it's incredibly dangerous. That's why we have to embolden our children. Everyone is saying these things like, we got to flee the school system. No. We need to fight back in the school system. We need to embolden our students. We need to embolden teachers. I believe that's the answer. Now, to other people that say homeschool is the only way, okay, for you, but not a lot of people are in that position right now. And so, I think both are the way. Ultimately it'd be great to be able to have all of our kids at home and teach them. That would be great, but some parents just can't do that. And so we need to get to a place in Utah where our kids their voices matter, and they can push back against these teachers without feeling that they're going to get kicked out of class for disagreeing with climate change and with the sexual revolution that's swept through. Anyway, so go and share that if you go to my webpage, ericmoutsos.com, and then scroll down to the bottom of the blog, share the video, or share that article that I wrote with the 2 videos, because now there's a second video that's emerged, and share that to people. That's how we win. That's how we win. Anyway, if you're in Utah and you're not part of a text message